It's a weird vocal stem.
What the hell?
What the helly?
What the
Hi.
heliante? Hey! Alright,
Hi, guys.
we're doing discussion topic, and that's creating healings, and Kat pinned it on the thingy. Feel free to join in conversation. Surgeon, energy healer. Yeah.
I see people pin comments all the time. I don't know how to.
That's interesting. I do not either.
I mean, I know I see like moderators pin comments in other people's lives, but like, Hi, guys.
Alright. So, do we want to wait till a little more people are in here, or do we just kind of want to
No, we could just start talking about it.
Hell
I mean,
yeah.
it literally says, like, we've got the discussion topics. They'll catch on, right?
Creating healings. Okay. A lot of people think that it's manifesting, thinking about the thing multiple times to create the healing, but that's not how to code a healing.
Or they think it's intention.
Yes. What you really meant to happen. And it's like, did you say it out loud? Did you tell all the forms and versions of you? Did you tell your team? Do they know? Or are you just kind of like, I meant it this way?
Also, I think there's a little bit of a confusion sometimes because a lot of our stuff will say, Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please. And so people will think we're asking something outside of ourselves. And it's just the coding that we have set up for us. We're talking to ourselves.
We just really like to be nice to ourselves.
Yeah, we just like saying please. One time someone like tried to come after me because I didn't say thank you after, and I was like, to myself? I just like saying please. Like, don't. That was a while ago, though.
Put
So
your shit on me.
yeah. Anyway,
Thank you. So how to create a healing.
you all have healings already. First of all, everybody does.
Everybody has healings. And it seems like sometimes whenever we're like, yeah, everybody has it, some people, because of their own bullshit and trauma and bias, think that we're just being nice. We don't do that.
No, sorry.
We have better things to do than to be nice. We mean it, that you have your own healings, everybody has their own healings. And to create the healing, you have an action, and you do the action. You have a PowerPoint. You presented a PowerPoint, and it went real good. People understood the fuck out of your topic. You have a PowerPoint healing. You're a surgeon, and you did open heart surgery. Now you have a healing for it.
Now you have a healing literally for open heart surgery. You untangled or detangled hair, jewelry, shoelaces. Guess what? You now have a detangling, untangling healing. You literally do. So we have found a way. Hey, thanks. We have found a way to figure out how to take the stuff that we've done. And a lot of the stuff that we've figured out with creating a healing has just... We say all the time that we've created this from the ground up because we were like, hey, what does this do? If we do this, what does this do? Oh, shit. It does that. Well, if that does that, can we do this? Oh, shit. We can do that. Can we do that again?
Literally hours and hours and hours.
This is a similar situation to that situation. So can we do the same healing, but like switch it to make sense to this one? Oh, conducive? Oh, we can? Oh, cool. But when Kate was channeling this specific topic, it was like she said in her video, how do you guys get from screenshots or like mantras or the things that you write down? Like you might have a notebook. Some people have notebooks and notebooks and notebooks of our healings. Some people get really tied up on the words of the healings. And some people, their team doesn't really understand words as much. Their team and their soul speak more in pictures or hand gestures or whatever. How do you get it from what we do into literally realizing you can also do that? So I brought your deck also.
Okay.
For examples of healings.
Okay. So the question that's coming to me is like, okay, that's great. What if you aren't an aircraft mechanic and you want an aircraft healing? All right. Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please take me to the most skilled aircraft mechanic form version of me. Merge me with that version of me and exchange me information.
So that's any past life that you were an airplane mechanic. We figured that out too.
Like if you're, I wouldn't say that desperate, but like if you would rather have it a former version of you, then do it that way. If you would rather me, then say Kate's aircraft mechanic healing.
That actually came in really handy when we were trying to figure out how to create healings for illnesses, because we don't want people to get sick and come to us so we can create a healing. That's not what we're trying to do. So if you can go back on, like, if you guys were to go back to a time when a version of you lived during the plague, or a plague, or even COVID. That's not even a past life. If you can remember living in COVID and you knew someone who had it, you can work on them energetically and tune into that time frame or exchange you information. Well, no, that's different than what you were talking about. What Kate was talking about, where you merge in with a version of you that already knows how to do it, they've already done it. They're masters and they're skilled at it. If you want to create a healing from scratch, and you don't have someone to like practice on, you can jump into a part on your timeline in a past life or current life and create the healing at that point.
Does that make sense? Like, no matter what, you can rely on you. If you would rather use someone else's expertise, then that's fine too. Because we put ours packed full of other things.
Yeah, every time, like the detangling or the untangling of stuff, any fucking time my kids go, hey mom, can you help me with this knot or whatever, I add it to my detangling healing that I already have. Any spiritual work where we have to or energetic work where we go in and energetically grab the molecular structure of things and detangle it, I add it to. I actually posted a video today. It was an on this day video, and it was talking about it had an example of taking a computer screen as a visual and putting stuff into one folder to make a big compacted healing.
Oh, hell yeah.
And it had visuals, and it was talking about the house cleanse.
So it looks, so I guess the close up / sign offs is one that gets edited energetically. Every time I find clarity, I add it, any type of clarity that's ooh, update and upgraded. This is a different way I can find more clarity, more understanding, more truth, I guess.
When we deal with a couple of different clients or in guided adventures and a certain topic comes up, all of a sudden, over and over and over again, it typically gets added to a healing. So if we all of a sudden we realize when we started, we didn't know to merge timelines. We were kind of glitching. Our lives were. Our videos would disappear and come back. We would heal something and it wouldn't necessarily stick. And we'd be like, wait, what's going on? Different people would heal the same point in time and it wouldn't sync up. And we were like, what is this? So when we figured out how to merge timelines, we started doing that. But then with that, we were like, oh, we can close dead timelines. We need to do that before we merge it. Oh, well, there's some timelines that are broken and shattered and ripped. We can do that. And then it builds and builds and builds and we keep adding it to it. And then Kate now in hers every month or so, and we're not looking to add new things. We want it to be good no matter what. But like she'll now in her close-up / sign-offs, which are not written in the one in her pin video, it will add activate burnout healings to all of the timeline versions of us that we just closed, and brain aneurysm healings, because we don't want any version of us to melt brains. Like all this stuff that comes up, we add it to the stuff. So it just kind of stacks. And if you've been with us for a while, you'll see that our verbiage gets longer and longer and longer. And then all of a sudden it'll compress, and then it'll be longer and longer. And then that one will compress. And then we'll have like, do this healing, which has hundreds of thousands of healings in it. And this one that has hundreds of thousands. It's like, it's crazy how it just keeps developing.
It's really fucking cool. So that would be, you know, the answer to the question, my healing or Kat's healing versus so-and-so's healing versus your healing. But it's all for a purpose. So like if you ever hear me or Kat say the detangling of roots healing or it's versus Kat,
everybody's,
yeah,
mine,
it all depends on what we are channeling for that moment, or what we're about to do, or what is needed.
Which is really interesting, because if you follow along with like Kate's journey on her page, a lot of the healing, she'll tell you the story behind what prompted her to make a healing. She'll tell you the steps in a story form, but she's like, I went through this, and then I figured this out, and then there was this timeline, and then this happened, and then I realized I now have a healing because of all of that story I just told you that I healed. And if you want it, here's the healing, and it'll be like Kate's whatever healing. But when she does that, her way of doing things is she shows you what she healed so you can walk through healing your own. She says Kate's, and it leaves it to where you can use her healing or heal your own stuff and create your own healing. Everything we do is to show you guys that you can do it too. But it's really hard to make it make sense in every video. In mine, if it has someone's name on it, it's someone's specific healing. If it doesn't have a name on it, it's your healing. You're activating it yourself. It's stuff that you've already done. And then like my interact with this video, that's not just like people will be like, oh my gosh, you're so giving. And it's like, I mean, yeah, I'm helping. But the point of it is to help you realize you don't even have to say a bunch of words. You could set your healings up to be like that. Like, it just doesn't always, I don't know. What is that? Why do so many people like feel like they can't do it, or that it's too easy, or that like they have to do it, use our stuff, or don't even realize they're using their own stuff?
They haven't honed in on what they're looking for yet. Like,
do you have an example?
Yeah. I guess it would be like, okay, so, all right, say today, say an aircraft runs into a hangar door, all right, and you're like, oh my God, how do we fix this? And I'm like, all right, so let's do something about it. Let's go back to before this happens. All right, so say, Spirit, please take me back to before this happens. And then they're like, okay, done. Like, then I'm like, all right, so what do you see on the plane that's happening? I see black tar. And it's like, so once it's done and once they clean it, it's almost like it's so ethereal that it's back there. It's not
so like if someone was babysitting for the first time or whatever, and a kid picked up, or like there was a broken glass, I use the glass falling over thing as an easy example all the time, and they've never dealt with it before. Like if they were at their own house and a glass fell and liquid spilled, they would know how to clean it up. Mm-hmm. But because they're in a different location, they like freeze and they forget how to fucking do the things. And that's basically what happens with them when they try to do the healings. Not everybody. Yeah.
I guess it all depends on how much they have honed it. Is what I keep seeing. Is like if you don't know that you're seeing it already. It reminds me of when people are like, hey, I can't see this blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, are you a seer? Oh, no, I didn't know that. It's kind of like I didn't know what I didn't know.
Yeah.
And it's almost like retraining your brain to accept stuff like that again as being what it is instead of being what you're told it is.
Yeah, like, so, Shaden, Kate's husband, and my partner, Ben, they have now been grilling once a week. And halfway through they've been grilling for like 6 months, maybe 7 months now. So at like the 4 or 5 month mark, they started getting bitten up by mosquitoes. Same spot. They were at the same location. Nothing really had changed. The weather slightly or whatever. We are in Florida, but they hadn't been bitten up before. Well, they are focused on like, what do we need to get done in the physical? So it's like citronelle candle. Maybe we need to buy a netting. Maybe we need to get, I don't know, lights out there or whatever. Maybe we need to change locations of grilling. But when Kate and I look at it, it's like you have bug bites on your legs. What's energetically happening? Who's trying to eat you alive? And it's like, well, it's the weather, and then it's Florida, and then it's like, cool. That's not what we asked. Who's trying to take from you more than you're willing to give? And it was before Shaden had switched in his job. He switched career completely, stayed in the same company, but switched career. And wow, that's crazy. They still grill outside and they don't get bitten up anymore. So weird.
Dude.
So when Kate's talking about like honing it, that's what I think of, is like looking at the stuff, the subconscious. Is that Kate always says, bring the subconscious to the consciousness. And that's what she's talking about, is the behind the scenes of why things are doing what they are doing. And that's what we look at to heal. We're not always looking at, like, we say we heal all the time. We're not always looking at horrible trauma. We're looking at why the fuck mosquitoes are biting you. Yeah. And then we create healings from that.
And it's literally everything, but it's not like constantly on your toes, constantly judging all the time. It's like a...
you still have to do stuff in the physical too. Like,
yeah. So it could be something as simple as like, man, why do my eyebrows be making that shape? Has it ever mattered to me? Nope. Does it matter now? Sure doesn't. I just want to know why. Why would they be doing that?
I had a thing recently where I was like, I have really bad bags under my eyes, more so than usual, really noticeable. I don't normally care about that. I don't care. And I was like, I don't know what this is. So we had to look at who was connected to it, what it was from, who was putting their intrusive thoughts on me, who was watching the videos and putting their own stuff on it. And then, was it a bleed over? Was it a past life? Like, we look at all these layers to create the healing, and we got to the root of it. And also, when something gets healed like that, we don't necessarily remember always what we did to heal it, because it be gone.
It was so many things too. Usually it's like, oh, this layer and then this layer and this layer. And it's like, one time somebody asked me about the little bumpies on your arms, you know, like it's called pityriasis or something like that. The little bumpies on
chicken skin, that one?
Yeah. And it was actually Des. And they were like, hey, how do I heal blah, blah? And I was like, I healed mine in World War II life. Do I know what the fuck I did to do that? Nope. But that's what I did, y'all. I healed something in my World War II life, and now it'll
But we can, for some reason, we can tell a lot of, except for when it comes to us, because we're healing stuff all the time, we can help other people heal and remember that. Like my 7-year-old, when she was learning how to potty train, learning how to use the restroom, there was literally stuff, that's another part of it. Not just looking at the behind the scenes, but the different dimensional forms and the different pocket dimensions.
Yeah.
And that's probably why it's overwhelming, is because this is stuff that we've honed and we have it all like basically figured out, mapped out.
And also too, people will be like, okay, I asked what this arm rash is connected to, and I saw a tree, just like the session you had not too long ago. And it's like, Huh.
The I want to bookmark this. This person said, I think I know my son's eczema is past life and he got burnt. And I want to bookmark that because I want to help them real quick. But I want to hear the rest of your story if I didn't interrupt too much.
Oh, the person with the tree and Kat had a session, and a person was like, yes, I saw a tree, and they think it stands for something. Instead of you being a tree, or you are hiding in that tree, people think that it's like a mystical, magical meaning.
Like your spirit guides are sending you these cryptic messages, and it's like you're in a forest and you are hiding in a tree. If this was real and you were hiding inside the tree, why would you be? Oh, you'd probably be hiding from something. Let's look at what you're hiding from. Is it a storm? Is it an animal? Is it a person with a gun? What are you hiding from? And they're like, well, I think it means the death in the hollow tree. And I'm like, I don't know how to tell you this. This is a past life. You are hiding in a tree.
So it's like seeing things for what they are, too, is another part of honing your channeling. Is like I was gonna say that it might be easier for like people with autism because of the
Bluntness.
The flat blunt. But I mean, it's just seeing things for what they are.
Hey, Sand Dancer, the son's eczema, the majority of the time, skin issues are multi-layered, but the majority of skin issues are from current life trauma. Eczema, what happens a good bit of the time is like someone, when they hold in a secret or they have to be quiet about something for a real long time from like a parent or a cousin or a teacher or whatever, and then that secret finally comes out, that's usually when the eczema starts. That's when that kind of stuff happens. Not 100% of the time, but I would look into that with your son. You're looking at it.
Who, me?
You.
Yes.
Yes.
But I don't want to.
Okay.
Yes. Because they need to look at it with their son. Like if I say it, it seems like it's just going to be like, oh, they said it was this, this, and this. And it's
instead of them looking into it.
Yeah, it's not going to get healed with them.
Okay. So to move it along and go back to the thing of like wanting them to be able to take what you channeled, which is like take it from the screenshots or jotting it down and making it their own healing. So I just pulled a regular card from Kate's deck. It's Kate and Kat's General Healings Oracle deck as told by Captain Kate. And it's our general healings because they're the basic ones that everybody has. These are not ours specifically. We put our own, we have our own of all of these, but these are the ones that everybody has. So this one, because it's backwards, it says, Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please put my electromagnetic frequency back to its balanced divine working order. Now, if they just wrote that down, how would they be able to figure it out with tangible real life experience and then make it their own, click it into like stamp it as theirs?
Okay. So electromagnetic frequency, I don't know if y'all have listened to, I'll say for people that like ASMR kind of stuff or people that like binaural beats or whatever, if you've ever listened to it or if you know what it is or if you have created a frequency by humming or anything like that. Just by listening to it, tuning into it, channeling it, whatever, you are creating the healing based off of how your body is reacting to it. Does that make sense?
I'm answering a comment.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
It makes sense.
So
they asked where they could get that deck, and I just said either of our pages.
So, by doing the actions towards that, you now can, I guess, connect more to putting your electromagnetic frequencies back to their balanced divine working order. And then eventually, if you wanted to, create your own healing and say, Kate's electromagnetic frequency healing because you could turn it into something even more. Like, yeah, it balances your electromagnetic frequency, but also I worked on electromagnetic frequency whenever I was training or going to school to be an aircraft mechanic. And so there was stuff like that. So I absolutely have a bigger one than just listening to it on YouTube or whatever. And so that means other people do.
I have my own also, but mine was from energetic spiritual surgery work, like going into pocket dimensions and stuff. So let's talk about that. What's the difference of going into like doing the work energetically and doing the work in the physical? Because I really don't find that there's much of a difference.
No. Okay. So what I see with that is it's all the same molecules moving. I'm really big on, if people need the sciencey word for it, string theory, because everything is connected and it moves. And so you can connect with anything at any time. So Kat energetically doing energetic work with it versus me doing physical work with it, it's the same thing. It's still moving and doing the action. What's up?
I was just talking to the people in the comments, saying thank you and stuff. So, okay, let's take an example. We use the electromagnetic one. So you guys try that one based off of what Kate said and what I said, either doing it energetically or doing it in the physical. So you say it to yourself, because we have our stuff set up. Like, you'll hear people talk about like healing codes. These are genuine healing codes. They were coded by us and by you, because we just talked about how you might have coded your own by binaural beats, by humming, by working with electromagnetic stuff in the physical on your own, or in the energetic realms. So with that in mind, you say, Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please put my electromagnetic frequency back to its balanced divine working order. And then you'll feel or see movement depending on how you channel. There should be a difference in the way you feel it now, having more understanding and more clarity, because then you can take what you yourself have done, and instead of just asking someone out there in the universe or thinking that you're always asking us, you're actually clicking more into the part of you that has done it, and you can either see yourself or feel your own energy do the things. I freaking love that deck too, Dixie.
I like it a
lot.
Watching everybody
do theirs.
Yeah, straighten up into a point. So that's interesting.
One of the things that I figured out in a couple of sessions with electromagnetic frequency, no, that was with polarities, similar but different. If you're someone who, like, there was someone I worked with and they were like, every time I take my kids to the park, it'll be packed. Kids everywhere. Perfect weather. I show up, they fucking leave. Everybody leaves. And then anytime there's nobody there or whatever, and I show up, everybody comes. The polarities are switched. Just like magnets, and just like how magnets have the, if you push two together, they can't go together. They're turned upside down. I noticed that my electromagnetic frequency was fucked up when I was energetically merged with the Australian guy, like in 2015 for 4 months. Literally our phones would charge, not plugged in while we were on the phone. That was weird. My car battery that was brand new died. I'd be really like pulled down low, and my kids would be hyper wired, or they would be pulled down low because I got hyper wired. And I didn't have someone like Kate to help me figure that shit out. That was a really hard time for me. So that's why a lot of our stuff is, we've done a lot, like physical aircraft kind of stuff, and like getting ourselves, working in the ER and like getting ourselves out of our own fucking gunk, and we are, how there's people that are like givers and then there's people that are takers. Kate and I are both givers, and the fact that we both found each other and we both give Like, we had to heal a lot. That's crazy. That's crazy to have someone give the amount that you give when you're a giver.
Oh. We both remembering all the things. We're both like, and also you can do it to like your place of work. You can do it to buildings. You can do it to...
We figured that out too. So making everything a noun is like a really big thing. Even if you're like, we don't go around sending our healings to a person. We will send it to what Kate says is like the air around it. I say it's the energy of the situation, means the same fucking thing. So like if you pass by a car accident or whatever, any of you that have done, let's use the house cleanse because it's been up for years in my first pin video. Any of you who have done that even once, you can apply your own house cleanse to the energy of that accident, and that will help. Like when the what are they fucking called? The ambulance, the fire department, all the people, the first responders.
Yeah.
When they show up, it'll make it a lot easier for them, and you're not messing with the consent of other people. Do we give a fuck if you mess with the consent of other people? No. We don't fucking care.
Prerogative.
You do whatever you want. Do we do things without the consent of other people? No. That's just how we roll. We just don't. But you can.
Yeah. And then, I was going to say something. I was going to point something out. Something about, everything as a noun. I got to follow it back. So everything as a noun. And also digging into, like, why, the whys of everything. Like, okay.
The who, what, when, where, why.
Yeah. Like, why did this happen, and the patterns and stuff like that. And I guess being on the spectrum makes it really easy, but I feel like a lot of people that are healing are on the spectrum, so it's kind of like a
at least the
nature.
Ones following us are.
Yeah. So, and then also creating healings to fit you personally. So the things that you have gone through, let me give an example. Okay, so notice how Kat and I have created our own healing practice from the ground up, and it's so honed that we can tell when people are taking it and using it as their own. Notice, though, that I have my own verbiage still, and Kat has her own verbiage still. We are still two individuals. Does that make sense?
And we are both the same people. We may have different
lives. We have similar lives. Oh, we may have similar lives. We have similar lives, but we are different, just the same. So, if that's any confusing, like creating your own healing, you'll know because you'll just naturally use the words and do the things, and it's going to layer and layer and layer, and you'll create your own verbiage. Like silly little quirky words, you cannot replicate. Seer. Who the fuck else says things like that?
Yeah, feeler, seer, stuff like that.
Knower. I can always tell because it's like, your brain doesn't think like that. That's crazy.
We also get weird.
Does.
We also get weird reactions to things like when we, in the closing or the close-up / sign-offs, we both say, put the thing down, flip it, and reverse it. I mean, we did borrow that title, but we named the healing that, and it's like, it's funny, but it's like we name our own healings. Kate has a healing called Bubble Pop Healing. Bet you can't guess what it does. Now, it does pop a multitude of bubbles across the way, but the way she created it, and I was on the phone with her when she created it, you would not be able to know why she decided to name it that.
And that's how it's so clean and honed that it's unmistakable. It's like, really? Soul fragments? What does that mean? What are soul fragments?
Grounding straps. Tell me what those do.
What is that? Bubble pop. You blowing some bubbles? Yes.
Blowout healing. What's the blowout healing used for?
And it's so clean and cut that it's very obvious. So we encourage everyone to make their own verbiage Triple chocolate check healing, hell yeah.
Do you want us to try it and see what it does? Love Light Lex? Because if it's not available to everybody, that's fine too. Also, that's the thing. We make our stuff available. You do not have to. The stuff that we do, priceless. Or we could charge in the thousands for one of our healings because they're that good. But you guys, you don't have to give your shit away. You don't have to. You can literally, people charge so much money to energetically cross spirits over in a house. All of you guys, if you've ever done the house cleanse, you can do it that fast. So, okay, the triple chocolate check healing. Okay, Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please allow me access to the triple chocolate check healing. It's really emotional. Hold on. It's moving stuff up from the gut area.
Oh, mine's in the shoulders.
Mine's coming up from the gut and it's going upwards. It was emotional when it went in. It went in like through my face and then it went whoom, down to the bottom and then it went like it was pulling stuff up.
Okay, so mine, it went into my shoulders like this and it hit me in a line and then stuff started oozing out of it and then it repaired itself. So I'm going to say that this is an energetic check of a type of like emotional wounds.
So what is it? Hi, Max.
That's Bartholomew.
Oh, hi, Bartholomew. Show everybody Bartholomew. They've never seen him before.
You want to see Barty? This is Bartholomew Henry, guys.
Hey, Barty. Marty Mart. He's tiny, but he's so big now.
He's so tiny. But he's so freaking cute.
He's got little arms. So little.
And look, he's so pale. Oh my gosh.
They said yes. They said, "Wow, yes."
Okay. With the repairing the energetic or the emotional stuff.
And then we can try. We'll try the people that we know and interact with. I'm fine with trying a few more. So Kiyomi Kunt has Kiyomi's beautifying energy healing. Okay, Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please allow me access to Kiyomi Kunt's beautifying energy healing. Oh, it's a little bit delusional.
Yeah, it won't let me. It stops at my shielding, and that's very interesting because it like hit it and it sparkled, and I was like,
yep. It's not a negative thing. It's just a little bit of like pick you up and get you like in the mood, like confidence. It feels like confidence.
Oh, it's a glow. Okay, that's why it hit my shielding. I was like it's not my highest good. And it was like, yes, abracadabra, abracadabra.
Okay, Gaga. Get it, I guess.
Better, your feet are on fire.
She said, yes, it's a glow like to make you feel more spicy.
Okay.
Like before going in a room. Oh, it's not that kind of alive, Kiyomi Kunt. We're not trying to get spicy up in here. Okay, what was yours, Dixie Normus? So again, these are people that have been with us for a while, and they aren't just like, yeah, whatever you guys say. They literally are like, okay, and they've listened, and it's like, when we say everybody can do this, we do mean everybody can do this. It's not like we're like, yes, we have special people that have gone to our classes and gone to our things. We've never worked with Kiyomi Kunt, except in lives. We've never had a session with her, ever. And some people, like Dixie Normus, which is Nancy Yancey, we have worked with them in guided adventures and sessions. So you don't have to, like, if we don't have, I don't want to, like, maybe in the future it'll be something that we can do, but neither of us have a course that you can, like, take, graduate, and get a certificate. Not saying that that's like not in the future somewhere, but for us right now,
hierarchy. There's no hierarchy.
It doesn't make sense, and that's why we do all the things for free. But we do have it available where if you need help, you can, book with us or whatever. But whatever. Okay. Oh, Petra's in here. Petra wants out real bad. I'm not letting her out.
Deal with it,
okay.
Petra.
Yancy said, Jiminy Christmas. Nancy's energy refresh healing. Okay. Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please allow me access to Nancy's energy refresh healing.
Why is it scrubbing my right butt cheek?
It's going from the base. It's going from the top of the ass or the ass area up.
It's Yancy. Why are you scrubbing my right butt cheek? And it's stopping there.
Your right butt cheek needs to be refreshed, Kate.
Okay. Spirit of it's in my highest good, please revitalize my right butt cheek. That's really
When
odd.
I started doing hi Paula, when I started doing the lives where I was like, hey, let me try out your healings and your stuff so I could tune into it and tell you what it does and then like what you can improve on and all of that. That's what that was, the show and tell healings I did like last year, but it like people were too nervous to do it. So I was like, never mind.
Because I scrubbed everything. This is Yancy. Because I scrubbed everything. I'm not sure what you did with that specific cheek, though. LOL.
She turned the other cheek.
Ooh.
Oh.
I like it.
Oh. Maybe it got too spicy with Kiyomi Kunt's healings.
Oh.
Okay. So here's the other thing. When it comes to doing healings, the reason we have the if it's in my highest good, it's like a firewall for us because everything is a computer. And if the codes aren't right for us, if other people's healing or energy isn't right for us, we don't want it to touch us. And then we don't want ours to touch anybody else's either if it's not right for them. And then we have another safe all for anybody, like if you were to, because we don't really operate in fear, if you haven't noticed. If you want to get a tarot reading from someone and have them tap into your energy, fucking go for it. But disconnect from them afterwards, and then it's not rules. It's just good spiritual hygiene.
Action, yeah.
Yeah, and then you can say undo anything that I did or let someone else do that wasn't in my highest good. And then it'll just undo. It just undoes it. So that helps a lot too. I would like to, we've got about 15 minutes left on this. I would like to go into a little bit of the front end and back end work and why, like some people will feel a healing. They're like, yeah, I felt that healing. It felt great. I do it every day. I mean, we have morning cleanoffs that we do every day, but I'm talking about someone who would take cat's ibuprofen healing every day instead of looking at why you get a fucking headache. That's a big part of the healing process.
Okay, so every morning I do like clean-offs and specific healings that I know I work on stuff in my sleep. So I want to do like a bit of discernment as to how you'll know, because some people have trouble with that. So like I'll do like the cleanups and clean-offs and, you know, close-up / shine-offs and all that. And clean off, like I'll do like anti-jealousy healing, still know you, even though I infused my shieldings with this. I just went to sleep, which means I went to work and did things. So that's why I do those every morning. Now, if I, like Kat was saying, if I'm doing cat's ibuprofen healing every day, that's an issue because I'm awake and I am existing, just existing, and it's hurting. Why is my existence hurting? Then that's an issue. Then you need to go to why it is. The most impactful point. Most impactful point of this, whatever this is. Most impactful point of why I have a headache. Most impactful point of taking what?
Sometimes your team might not know what that means though. Like like we worked with someone who had Raynaud's. And
Raynaud's disease, yep.
Raynaud's, and we use that as an example a lot too, because it was a perfect example, and they kept telling their team to take them to the most impactful point they could heal about their, say it again?
Raynaud's, yep.
Raynaud's disease, and their team wasn't taking them anywhere, and they're like, I don't see it, I don't feel it, I'm not going anywhere, so what the fuck do we do? And so we're like, break it down a little bit easier. That is a man-made name. Why don't you look at why you have hurting hands or hurty hands? Why your hands be hurting?
So that's another discernment tactic too, is if you're not going anywhere and it is a manufactured name. Like I know for a fact that weight Like if you go to the most impactful point of your weight issues, that is a manufacturer name. Have I figured it out? No. What my team calls it, I'm like this, whatever this is, this thing that's not supposed to be there. Things like that.
We've tried different words with like fat cells. Mm-hmm. We've done not feeling correct in body. We've done, we've gotten lots of layers of things, but that's one of the things people come to us a lot about is they don't feel comfortable in their body and we want to help them. I mean, shit. Kate, her whole life, if she wanted to grow taller, she was able to grow taller. She can morph her body into whatever. My kids can too. So we should be able to help people with these sorts of things. We haven't quite figured it out yet. Mm. Doesn't mean that we're not fucking trying.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't mean that we haven't helped people regardless either.
Oh yeah, true.
So it's still been 100% successful. I just think that it's because it's ourselves, but it's very odd.
It is. It's more difficult to do stuff for ourselves sometimes too. Like we have, I broke my back a couple of years ago, and it took a week, maybe 2 weeks. For all of us, for Kate, Shaden, myself, Ben, my kids, for us to look at it and heal what the fuck was going on with my back, it took 2 weeks. We got it healed. But it took a while.
So really quick, whom the hell said, so I think I have thyroid issues. So do I say neck meat would be better? No, say the thing that it is. What it's doing. So
yeah,
most impactful point of
inflation.
Yeah, inflation of weight or whatever.
The ball in my
the ball in my neck. This thing right here. You could say that.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever takes you to somewhere, whatever clicks in with your team. Actually, be like, hey team, what is this? This is what's going on. What do I call that?
That works the majority of the time. Like even in the guided adventures, we'll do the prompt that we have written out that we're going to go to. We have to reword it because half the people will go to it, half the people won't. And it's like, all right, cool. How can we say this a different fucking way to make sense? And the point of that, we talked about the last time we did a discussion topic, is your team responds to things that are tangibly there. If it doesn't exist, they won't go to it. But some people will say like Raynaud's disease and not go anywhere. And then they're just like, well, fuck. But if it's not going away, then you didn't get it. Because this isn't coping mechanisms. These are not breathing and tapping modalities to get you through a process, to calm you down. This is to heal it. So to the point where you're like, I don't even fucking remember what that was like. Shit, we came on here to do a fun live about like Christmas time, and there were so many people that were still in a spot that we had healed 2 to 3 years ago that we were like, oh
shit, like this is real still? Like
this is still happening? Oh. Because once it's healed, it's fucking healed. And we almost, I sometimes wish that we had a different word besides healing. Because what people call healing, that's not what that is. Mm-hmm. At all.
Healing is like basically bottling it up and shoving it down.
Or talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, bottling it up. Mm. And it's like, no, it's literally it's cleaning it. It's getting rid of it. So it's no longer there. It no longer affects your life.
So you're getting rid of the infection, basically.
With the front end and the back end work, is asking go to the most impactful point. And we have coded that to take you anywhere on your timeline. It could take you to childhood, past life, a pocket dimension, a mechanical form of you, an alien form of you, whatever the fuck it's bleeding over from and affecting your physical form, that's where it goes. But you can change that too. Like, we used to take people to like the most amount of trauma they need to heal at this time. And it would go specifically to a traumatic incident. Or you can heal a past life that I had with my Aunt Mildred or whatever the fuck. and it'll take you to that, a past life you had with that person. You can be direct. It's like GPS. It has the exact coordinates of your soul's journey. But most impactful point is what we use a lot. And you'll hear us all the time when people are like, hey, how do I do this? It's like, did you go to the most impactful point you could heal about it yet? Because that's what we'll tell you, what you need to heal about it. That's the back end work. The front end work is applying the healings. You can apply those healings anywhere on your timeline. So say that electromagnetic healing that we did, okay? Say someone is having issues and they're super fucking dizzy. And they're like, I don't know why the fuck I'm dizzy. And they don't know that they have the electromagnetic healing. You know, it might not even be that. It might be something else. And they ask their team, please take me to the most impactful point I can heal about being fucking dizzy in my now form. And they go to this machine. And they're in the center of this machine. And there's magnets all over this machine. And they put it back to balance divine work. Like they fix the electromagnetic field of it all. They've created electromagnetic field healing. Or if they know they have that healing, go to that, which is what we do because we have all of it memorized. And we're in this machine, there's magnets everywhere. We'll go, oh shit, please apply the electromagnetic frequency, or please put the electromagnetic frequency of all of this back to balanced divine working order. And then in that life, the healing goes, and it automatically does it. And then we look around like, is there anything else to heal here? No, that was it. Coo.
Okay, so on another note of that, learning or figuring out the answers to your questions. So like creating healings, trusting yourself. How do you know if something's yes or something's no? Stuff like that. So if you're wanting to trust yourself more, set up yes to mean whatever. Like yes will be your left arm tingling and no will be your right arm tingling.
My yes is this and my no is this as a feeler. Kate's is like a visual of up and down or something, right?
Yes, a visual of someone shaking their head yes and then if I think that I have trauma with it, then I'll release soul fragments with the situation, and it's like a roller coaster for whatever fucking reason, and it'll be very, very dramatic to make sure that yes is like a and then it like stays up there, it's like and then like no is like and I'm like, all right, because it wants to make sure, like it knows it's my team, it's me, it's different forms and versions of me, and so it's very like Kate needs to know.
When things used to be like halfway correct or halfway true, I would go like this. Like I would give the puppy dog look, but since I've been working with Kate, now it's this. My face will go. And it's squinty eyes, because that's what she does. Also, what's really funny is like when Kate does a comment and she does like 3 Italian hands, that's not just something she does. That is, her team will tell her, this is 3 Italian hands, this is 2 Italian hands, this is 1 Italian hand.
This equals 1 Italian hand. Greatness.
And it's like, cool, it could be better. All right, got it. 3 Italian hands is pretty fucking good. That's peak. And also, like, when people do emojis and they do, like, the different skin tones and stuff, Kate's like, I don't know why, I do the yellow ones. And I'm like, well, why do you choose yellow? And she's like, because it's my brain's emojis. That's not me in the emojis. That's my brain talking.
My brain says 3. 3 Italian hands.
A lot of people have started using the Italian hands in their emojis. And we'll look at it sometimes and we'll, like, not always, but when it comes up, it's like, they don't know what that means.
I don't know what that means. Whose Italian hands are those? Are you Italian?
You can still use it. It's still good. It's hella good. But like even like Ben, if the meal is good and he cooked it, he's like, but he doesn't do this very well. He goes like this. But that's another thing.
He swims with it.
He's like...
So I guess like another part of building the healings is trusting and setting stuff up to where it's easier and easier. And again, honing it more and more, especially with the answers. Picasso, is that Italian?
Picasso, I like it. Picasso is an artist.
A very old-timey boxer? What?
This.
Oh.
Let me at him.
I got him.
I'm trying to find like a shorter healing because we're about to be finished. Oh, okay. This one's pretty simple. So it's written out. It is general, and everybody has their own. But when you do this healing, if you think about it as like it's ours, it's not going to be, our stuff is good. Our shit's pretty like like ballsy, full, impactful. Our shit moves a lot of stuff because we like have put a lot into it. But you'll feel the difference once you click into like, I am actually the one doing this. I'm asking a version of me to do this. I am asking myself. I am asking my team. I'm asking a version of me to do this. Then it like starts really empowering yourself, and you feel like you can feel the energy difference. So this one on the card on Kate's deck here, it's just the general healings, but this is yours. It's Spirit, if it's in my highest good, please put my auric field back to its balanced divine working order. So when you think about that, you're like, well, then what the fuck is an auric field? Like, even if it's worded in a way that you've never heard of before, sometimes we use words that other people know, but your auric field, what do you think that is? That's just
around you.
Yeah. And you're putting it back to balanced divine working order. What would that be? Cleaning it, maintenance, if it's ripped, mending it.
Yep.
And you're putting it back to balanced divine working order. Well, what is balanced divine working order? It's what's right for you. It's what's correct for you.
And what flows and
your aura.
Smooth and just everything.
Yeah. So that's your auric field. And then you can start to, like, if you focus on just that one healing, you're like, okay, put my auric field. You can either go in and energetically, like, try to maintenance it yourself, or you can say that healing and watch yourself do it and see what it does. Then, if you don't do any back work, that shit's going to get messy as fuck again. And you're going to have to, every fucking day, put my auric field back to balanced divine working order. And you can do that every single fucking day. You can say, put my auric field back to balanced divine working order, and it'll happen. The healing will go like that. It'll just fragment over. Yourself will do it, or if you call one of us, and it will fix your auric field. Well, after a while, don't you want to see why the fuck it needs so much fucking fixing? I sure as fuck would.
Yeah, and then it's like, who's slamming against your fucking shielding? So, like, maintenance work, too. So, like, if your shielding is always cracked and stuff seeping in, who is slamming against your shielding?
Or what the fuck are you slamming yourself against? What's happening? Why are you so busted? What's going on?
Why you hit like the back of the bus?
You need to get yourself checked. You need to figure that shit out.
So it's like don't stay away. Like, it's not a warning if it is. Like, if, let's say you are running your shielding into something, or someone's running into you, it's not always so serious. Which is another thing.
It's not necessarily someone throwing a hex at you. It's literally like,
we just clash on this issue, and man, we talk about this issue every day.
Every day.
Whatever it might be. Airplanes. I don't like that airplane. Well, that's the airplane you learn to fly in. I don't fucking like it. Let's say we talk about it every day. And it was, they were hurling whatever at me. Yeah, like energy, like fuck you energy, or whatever it may be. Heal it to where it doesn't matter. Heal it to where you don't give a fuck.
And that healing it to where it doesn't matter, that could be going to the most impactful point. That could be understanding and realizing and separating that person or that energy, wondering why you have a visceral reaction to that conversation, wondering why they do, looking at all of that. And all of that, you might be like, I call all of that work that I did my aura no longer busted up healing. And you might never need to use it again because you healed the root of it. But maybe you can, like, or give it to someone else to use. Or a bust it up healing.
She busting it wide open and shaking it on the floor. I'm finna go to the bar and get some drinking on the floor.
That's it. It's 8 o'clock.
Hell yeah.
That was good. Good times.
Thank you.
Good times.
It's fun.
If you want to look at this again or reference it again, this is our weekly podcast. It's going to be available for free next week. We're trying to do a discussion topic once a month, and we help walk people through how to do this in the guided adventures. Those are live classes. There's a subscription for them. If you like a $10 a month subscription, if you want to do the recordings that we have like, I don't know, 290 or something like that saved up, whatever, or catch a live. Again, you don't have to purchase anything. We have all the things. We are here to help you empower yourself. That's what we're trying to do. Sing again.
Oh, she busting it wide open and shaking it on the floor. I'm finna go to the bar and get some drink up on the floor. I'm finna get on the floor. I'm finna get on the floor. I'm finna get on the drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50. Drop and give me 50. Girl, drop and give me 50. That's gonna be our outro.
Bye, guys.
Bye, love you. Bye, love you. Disconnect.
Bye, love you. Bye.